Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today on Customer States What? Customer states my fuel gauge is acting all funny. Please check and advise. And while you're there, perform multi-point inspection. Say no more. So we're looking around the vehicle and we can see our brake fluid is looking a little dark, but it's at the proper level, which is pretty good. Tested the battery. Battery tests good. Engine air filter is clean. FIFO activity is minimal. Very good. So we scanned the vehicle and we do have a fuel sender code. We did perform a fuel gauge self-test where it goes through the different levels and whatnot, and currently the gauge is stuck past E, but it did pass the self-test through the cluster, so we know for a fact the gauge is working properly and communication to the gauge is working properly. So what we're doing today is we're going to drop the tank, make sure the connector is good there, and we're replacing that sender unit. So you know what comes next. Let's take it up top. Well, since we are dealing with the fuel system, first thing we're going to do is we're going to disconnect that battery and always the negative lead. So now that we took it up top, we're going to look around a little bit. Sorry about the needler in the background. So yeah, we got some flavor. Looks like we got one new caliper on one side and we got original or older caliper on that side. So since we're going to take out the fuel tank, we have a strap here, we have a strap there, we have a strap there. We have to disconnect the fuel line, we have to disconnect an evap line, we also have to disconnect the fuel filler neck, and looks like we have another evap line right here that we have to disconnect as well. Very good. Let's go a little further back. As you know, the further we go back, the further into flavor country we go. Is there flavor present? Yes. Oh, looks like we have a new caliper. What about the other side? Nope. Looks like some Goomba did brakes and only one caliper in the front and in the rear. Beautiful. Alright, let's prep this tank and get it down. Well, I wasn't sure how much fuel was in the car because the gauge was reading nothing. And good thing I had my oil bucket here, because the customer said they put 6 gallons in it and then it stopped. So the freaking filler neck was full. I hope they didn't fill the charcoal canister, because we don't have any evap codes, but yeah, we're full. Wonderful. Alright, we got all the strap on off. Just gonna lower the tank a little bit. Double check everything as we lower, because there's an evap line that we have to work around the line over here. Lower it a little more. Very important clip. It's a VIC. That's there, that's there, that's out of the way. Get our filler neck off there. Alright, we just have to make a disconnection right here of the harness that goes to the evap canister, so this will kind of stay up in the car a little bit further, and then we can lower the tank even more. Very good. Well, now that we got the tank down, everybody, we actually do have some FIFO action. Look at that. The harness to the fuel sender has been freaking chewed by none other but FIFO and or 2 holes. Freaking wonderful. Come on. Since we have open fuel here, I did this side with my mini torch, and I'm going to heat this up with my heat gun, and I'm going to do the heat shrink with my heat gun. Very good. Good, it's starting to go. You want to get all the way around. Very good, let's get the other one. Is all heated up to size. Now we're going to do the heat shrink. Slip this one on here. Try and have it even on both sides. This does get pretty hot, guys, so please be careful. Very good. Now let's get the other one done. Very good, guys. We are all repaired. Now I'm going to tape this harness up with some electrical tape and then some felt tape over that. Route this connector. Well, I'm going to vacuum out that freaking rodent crap, but then I'm going to route the harness underneath this rubber thing, connector back up, and then we're going to continue the repair. Very good. Alright, so we're all back up. I did in fact install a zip tie modification here because I didn't like how the original clip was holding to the gas tank. This one stayed in place, the one over there stayed in place. We have our evap canister hooked up and clip reinstalled. We have our fuel line back on and installed, and the clip is down. We just got to put this cover on here. We have to tighten this guy up right here. I did another zip tie right here because the original clip is broke on the way out. Plastic gets brittle over time, fellas and ladies and everybody in between. So yeah, we're going to put this back up, we're going to tighten that, and we're going to put whatever fuel I attempted to save back in the tank, and hopefully it works. Let's see. Very good. All right. Let's see if it worked. Oh, it moved. Yeah, we fixed it. Let's prime the fuel system a little bit. Oh, it went up again. Giggity. Let's start her. Oh yeah. Well, they know about their flashing tire light, but hey, fuel gauge is working properly. Now I'm gonna go put in the fuel I attempted to save back in the gas tank, give her a road test, and give the car back to the customer in better condition than it originally arrived in. Very good, guys. If you don't know what to do, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for further content.